Hello, everybody. This is Queen of Egypt 2 back at you. Remember to like, share, comment. Don't forget to hit that subscription bell so you'll know when I upload another video. These are general messages, people. So welcome newcomers, welcome cross watchers. Could be a message in here for you also today. Don't try to make it your story if it ain't your story. You'll feel if it's your story. You'll know. You can feel it in your gut, okay? So as I always say, if it doesn't fit, yeah, you gotta quit. So let's get into it. I'm doing another collective read. Basically, these readings now, right now, are basically for these people that were slackers, lazy. They just didn't want to do it. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Oracle deck to see what the energy is like, your energy and theirs, and what's going on in y'all's situation. Okay. Passion. Yeah. Somebody's really passionate about you, collective. They like you a lot. They're at a crossroads. I don't think these people are really going to be at a crossroads very much longer. I don't. You can only stay in a state of mind for so long. You know, whether they come back to you guys or whether they, you know, just chill for 2 or 3 years or something, you know. You can't stay in a state of passion, longing, and knowing what you should be doing. You can feel it and then refuse it. Whew, that takes a lot of energy. They should be really tired. Like I said, movement. Yeah. Whoever this person is, they have to go across the water to get to you. This also means travel, okay? So this person also wants to travel towards you, collective. Okay, let's get into the tarot and see what's going on. Wow. Very interesting. Where's it at? There it is. All right. So, because these are the stragglers, you know, the people that should have been back with y'all probably 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, you guys should have been by now just, you know what I'm saying? But instead, they decided to take a little vacation, you know, kind of, you know, take the scenic route. Just kind of, you know, wander around for a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, that's the reason I decided, you know, I will get back to the zodiac signs, but right now, you know, I'm going to do the collective for a little bit. Because it's just them handfuls of them people. I mean, you know, it's more than a handful, but I'm just saying. Everybody else that already figures it out, got together, they doing fine. You know, they're the only ones sitting around going, whoa, what do I do? Okay? So anyway, let's get into it, y'all, and see what's going on. Oh, Holy Spirit, tell us what we need to know. That's not what we want to hear. What do you got here? You got the Knight of Wands, and you've got the King of Swords. You know, this is kind of funny. Because there's 2 situations here. One is you got the Knight of Wands. No, this is the King. No, this is the Knight. This is the Knight of Wands. You got the Knight of Wands here. Remember that first card that came out was passion? Yeah, that's what this person is really, really, really thinking about. I mean, some passionate love, make it, baby. Uh, yeah, going in deep. Okay, this person that's what you're thinking. But then on the other hand, they're being really stern and stoic and, like doing it and then saying at the same time, I love you, or I hate you, I love you. Oh, thank you, Spirit, but that was just too much. I mean, really, this is somebody that, heck, y'all know what I'm talking about, don't you? We're adults here, right? This is this person. The other situation is there's two people. One is thinking of you, yeah, passionately. We're going to keep it clean. They're thinking of you very passionately. Boy, the stuff they're thinking about, I can't even tell y'all what it is that they want to do with y'all. This other person could be Aquarius, that's in the mix. They want the truth. They feel like you did something to them, collective, and they want to know the truth. Where are you doing this? Where are you doing that? The other thing is, this is somebody that also listen to other people rather than listen to themselves. They don't even trust themselves, but they want other people to trust them. I'm sorry. Anyway, this is this person. Okay, this person, they want everything. They want the truth. They're stern. They're stoic. You wouldn't know if they liked you or not. They'll show you a little bit. Now, I'm talking about a little bit of compassion, a little bit of concern. But bottom line, I'm feeling that person doesn't really be accountable for what they do. That's this person, but they want you to be. Yep, you be accountable. Okay, what else? Ooh, that was a little too much, Spirit. Woo. Okay. Oh. You got the Two of Swords in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Four of Cups in reserve. Really? Oh, this person's made a choice. They're done trying to make up their mind on something. They've decided that they're not going to have no celebration. Whatever they're doing, whoever they're with, it's not a celebration. Okay. They're refusing to. They think that you guys will refuse them anyway, but they're pretty optimistic. They're refusing to deal with the other party, the third party, whatever it was. But they're pretty optimistic when it comes to you, collective. They have realized that it's a pretty strong situation, and really, neither one of y'all got control over it. This has nothing to do with you guys. It has to do with spirit. Whatever they want, then that's what's going to transpire. And if he has to force your hand, he will. Yeah, I was kind of devastated when I found that out about 4 or 5 years ago. I was really mad. I was like, what? What if I don't like that person later on or something? You got the Emperor. You had 3 other cards fall out. They had a Tower moment. Whether this is the Emperor or Empress, okay, this is letting you know, you're too late. This was letting that person, you guys are the Empress or Emperor. okay? What they're telling you is this person had a tower moment. Yeah. They had a tower moment, which means everything exploded up in their face. They were being real defensive. Very defensive, worried about their money. That's all they was focused on, money and materialistic stuff, how things look. Screw how things look. Are you happy? Or do you like beating your head up against the wall? I don't know. I'm not a particular fan of that. But so this is what ended up happening. They had to put something to an end. Yeah. There's something that came to an end after that tower moment. That was it. For a lot of you, that person was just like, okay. This also could be you guys where you had a aha moment. Tower moments don't always have to be something bad, okay? You could have had a tower moment and started defending what you have and your money. So you put something to an end. There was an ending. Here it is. It's the Queen of Pentacles. Could be a Capricorn. So for some of you that are Capricorns, it also could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But whoever you are, you're sitting pretty. Yeah, you're having a great time. You've got everything you need and want. You've been blessed abundantly. You got the Wheel of Fortune. Things moving in a positive direction for you. And your ships are coming in. Yeah. Your ships are coming in. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. Now, this other person, I'm picking up, they're just coming to the realization of what this connection is, okay? And it actually is a blessing, not something that they should be upset with, okay? And if they look back at things that have transpired in their life, actually they're probably in a better situation now than they ever were. And it would only get better if there was a union here. That's the only thing Spirit was trying to do in the first place. Here it is. You got the Four of Wands. This person's going to come in. They want a commitment with you. Whether that's living with you or documents of a real marriage or whatever the case may be, yeah, they want a commitment with you. Okay, they're watching you. You may not know that, but they are watching you. Yeah, they're keeping an eye on you. Because you're their wish fulfillment. Yeah. You're their wish fulfillment. And you're theirs, too. I mean, you're, vice versa. Yeah. They're yours. Yeah. A lot of instances, yeah. Ooh, what's this one? Ooh, King of Pentacles. Well, it looks like they're coming back with a little clout. So if you were the one basically going to be carrying the situation, they're going to be able to help out this time. Yeah, they know they got ultimately betrayed. And it was over money. It had something to do with money. And they know that they ultimately betrayed you and it had to do with money. Whether they badmouth you because you didn't have enough, or they took some of the money, or they figured out a way, whatever the case may be, it had to do with money. Or they were with you because of the money. Now they realize you're worth a whole lot more. They don't want to be with you just because of the money. That's almost like third, fourth on the list now. Which is great. That's a blessing for them, more than they realize. As soon as they get out of that mindset of money, 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 the more they'll be blessed. Okay. You got the Page of Wands. Again, could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This person, this Leo is coming in with justice. They want to balance the scales. They don't want the relationship to go on the way it's been. They want it to. They want to go back to the way you guys used to be. Holy Spirit, tell us what we need to know, not what we want to hear. You know, sometimes this happens, and you end up in a situation. I mean, we can't really talk about them badly. We really can't, because we've all been through it. We just happen to decide, okay, okay, I see what's happening. Maybe I want to change some things. Where these other people, they kind of feel, what is that word? They kind of feel, I don't want to say ownership or God. Yeah, but they kind of feel like, so what? That's what God or Spirit, that's what they're saying. That's much bull. That's much bull. You know, I don't care. You know, this is what I'm going to do. Sort of like they're going to tell God what's going to happen instead of the other way around. So this is what happened with these people. And he backed them in a corner so that they could really see. And that tells me that these people are very important to him, just like all of us are. But those in particular, they're very important to them. For him to have to go to those lengths to get these certain people's attention, you know, they must have some real important work to do here, or have children that will have work to do here. There's something very significant. Like I said, you got the Star, and you've got the Eight of Swords in reverse. This person no longer feels like they can't move. They feel like they can move. They feel like the time is right. So some of you collective, don't be surprised if you hear from this person this weekend. I wouldn't doubt it. What is today? Thursday? Some of them might contact you tonight. Yeah, to them, you're their star. Okay? Could be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Just a minute, I gotta check my dinner. All right. All right. So, yeah. Some of you are going to be hearing from this person really soon. Yeah. Okay. What else is going on? Like I said, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, Star card, they look at you very balanced, collective, that like you got it together, you know what you're doing. You're independent, you take care of your own stuff, you do your own thing, and that's they like that, okay? This person, they're going to come in with the truth, okay? You've got Page of Pentacles. Like I said, they coming in with something. They ain't coming empty-handed. Ooh, baby, the Ten of Cups. This person wants happily ever after with you, after all of this nonsense. Okay, you guys, another reason, this is what's hidden from you. You don't see that this person is really did a 380 on you. Yeah, they coming back, and I think I said it the other day. The other title was they want to lock you down. Okay, it looks like there was a Pisces or a Cancer. Could have been a Scorpio that kept trying to come between you guys. They were pretty good at it too. God just let them just take more rope, more rope, more rope. Because the more rope they took, that's the more karma they were building up for themselves. Almost like putting something in the piggy bank, but it ain't good stuff. You know? So this person tried to keep you guys apart, but it was destined. This person feels like you're yin to their yang. I'm also picking up that late at night this person lays there howling your name. Okay? Kind of like, whatever your name is, Elaine, Ruby, whatever. It's very, and you do the same thing. Yeah, when this union comes together, like you got the Ace of Pentacles. So like if you two want to start a business, it'll be a good business. Yeah, you want to have children, it'll be a good move. You guys will be able to do it and raise them properly so that they can be something to the society and the community. Yeah. You want to just travel and hang out with each other? Yeah. You want to buy a house? Yeah. That business, whatever it is, it will be prosperous. Because both of you are being genuine with each other. Nobody's faking no more. Nobody has no side stuff going on. None of that kind of stuff. And you're willing to accept each other for the way you are. Even though that means, ain't nobody cheating here. We've already had time, both sides have had time to look at the situation, look at the people around them, look at how things are going, and decide, well, yeah, that's the best fit. No shit. Y'all know I don't be swearing too much. But damn. Holy Spirit, what else? Tell us what we need to know now, what we want to hear. Oh, goodness gracious. You guys have got the Fool and the Ten of Pentacles. Woo! Power couple. And they ready. They're right there. There's the Fool card. They're ready. Shoot, I'm kind of scared myself. I'm starting to shake myself. I'm like, huh? Okay. Well, let's keep going. Wasn't thinking too much about it here, and as the reading goes, I'm going, wait a minute. I am single, so. Here you guys are. Now, see, we got both of you guys on the board. Emperor and Empress. So some of you are empresses, some of you are emperors. Yeah. Yeah, they betrayed you. They put you in a three-party situation. And like I said the other day, in some instances, it was a 5- and 6-party situation. It could have been their job, them focusing on greed and money, materialistic stuff, listening to other people, having a bunch of other multiple sex partners, everything. Maybe you was dealing with a woman and she was dibble-dabbling with other women. okay? Vice versa. They was trying everything. At least in their old age, they can't say that they didn't try something. The things that were really one they can't say that they didn't. But this person betrayed you, and you got the ultimate betrayal card here. Not only did they put you in 3 and 4 or 5 party situations, they literally stabbed your back over 10 times. And the whole time you tried to remain gracious, loving, because you loved them. And you kind of had an inside track. Some of you already knew what was going on spiritually. Okay? Yeah, they're holding on to their money. Yes, they're holding on to their money. Let's see what else. Spirit, give me 3 more cards, please. Thank you. 2, huh? You got the Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords. Yeah. They got a big cup of love for you. This is their message they're coming in with, is that they love you. And they figured out they can't get away from it. And they want to come in quickly. This person may come in recklessly because they're a page. So they really don't know what to do to come towards you. All they know is they want to come towards you. That's all they know. They really don't know how to do it in a romantic way. This is somebody that will come in and say, okay, well, I'm tired of this. What are we going to do? They're not going to say, I'm sorry. They're not going to say, oh, I really miss you. No, because they don't know how. They're not going to, and they're a page. They're still growing up. I don't care if they're 50 or 60. They're still growing up. They've been Playboy of the Year for years. Okay? So, they're finally ready to give up being Peter Pan. Always. Give me one more card, and I'm going to go to this other deck. Thank you. Yeah. They're tired. They're tired. They are tired. They're tired of the whole thing. They're just tired. Get a few cards from here. So now they've recognized your worth and the worth to their relationship for them to have a relationship. Otherwise they can just keep going down the rabbit hole that's going nowhere. Have a few curves here and there underground. Seems exciting, it's time. But then there's no more curves, and doesn't go very straight for a very long time. Okay, so then all of a sudden, curve after curve after curve after curve, and it's dark down there. It's dark. So that's called living in the darkness, actually. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go, baby. This person said, home sweet home. Yeah, they want to come back. They want to come back. They realize that, being with you, they feel like they're at home. Just like they can exhale, they can rest, they can relax. They know that. But these people that they were dealing with, They had them convinced that, no, you're just delusional. That's not how it really was. Man, that's how you did. Ain't no woman gonna make nobody feel like that. That's because they weren't chosen at the time, okay? That's all I can say. It's not their turn yet. Your person feels like you guys are just on a coffee break. So you haven't seen them in 5 years, okay? Coffee break. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this person, they've got a lot of secrets. They got a lot they're gonna tell you when y'all do. Y'all gonna spend a lot of time late at night talking about each other's situations, laughing your butts off, and going, what? They did what? I mean, yeah. Y'all gonna have a good time. Oh, wow. Collective, stay in your lane right now, just chill, keep doing what you're doing, enjoying your life and spending time with your family, whatever else you're doing, your hobbies, whatever, enjoy yourself. Yeah, they're releasing stuff. You are too, though. You are growing at the same time this person is. And then when you get together, you'll be able to help each other grow even more spiritually. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean you're going to be no fanatics and nothing like that, but I'm just the faith. Faith. Okay? So, yeah. This also could transpire for a lot of you right around Halloween time. I would get into that, but that's a long story. But isn't that kind of coincidental that most of you people will be with your person by Halloween time or right at Halloween time? And if you really think about it, if what is going on is something of God getting his warriors together, okay? Symbolically, yeah, I would have most of those couples together by Halloween. That's supposed to be Satan's day. But it's just kind of interesting. Look at it. There's pumpkins. Yeah. This person thinks that you're the best thing they ever dealt with. Any person that they've dealt with, they think you're better than anybody. You feel the same way about them. You've been staying focused. Yeah, you've been staying focused. And here we go again, the dormouse. Look at this. Almost said shit. I guess I did. Look at this. This person, yeah, the dormouse. They want to come back. Whoever this is. What were the signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, heavy Leo, and then Aries and Sagittarius. There was also another one, I think it was Pisces, Cancer. Yeah. Not much of the water sign, but yeah, this Leo's really heavy. And so is this Aquarius. Yeah. So if y'all was dealing with a Leo or Aquarius, look out. You might be in trouble. I'm just saying. I don't know. Okay, this person's trying to make wiser decisions now. Yeah. And they kind of look at you as a leader. You inspired them to try to do better with their life. I mean, once they had no contact with you, once you couldn't, you had to focus on you and what you were doing in your life, they felt it. They could feel that your energy was, you wasn't too much into them anymore. And then they had to look at themselves, which was perfect, for them to have to do, because most of them, I'm sure they do feel a lot better than they did, so, but what they hated about you is now what they admire about you. Yeah. Okay, what else? Yeah, they got you on a pedestal, baby. Yep. Here's more Aquarius energy. Okay. Pedestal. Yeah, they got you on a pedestal. I don't know what collective, I don't know what y'all did to these people. But, yep, they want to rejuvenate it. And you see that's wintertime, right? Looks like fall or winter. Fall going into winter. So like I said with that other one with the pumpkins, something getting ready to happen, y'all. Something getting ready to happen. And I know some of y'all probably can feel it too. Something up. Oh, they want your attention. You're like a light, that a moth goes to. Yeah. They don't want you. It says, forget me not. They don't want you to forget them. Well, yeah, as much problems as they cause us up, how the hell would we ever forget them? We might forgive them, but forget? I doubt that. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you guys' money is slamming. Y'all having a good time. Ah, yes. Yeah, they were cutting up. They was pretty bad person. This says bad dragon. Should have been put in the corner. Yeah, that's all right. That's putting it nicely, ain't it? A lot of you are sitting there going, screw the corner. I got another idea for them. Yeah, well, yeah, they're trying to manifest y'all. They're hoping y'all will contact them. So see, they still don't fully really understand. They know it's something special. They know it's something different. They know it's something they probably shouldn't pass by. But at the same time, they know it's a strong pull there. They know that they can't stop thinking about you. Whether they're just thinking about you, about something maybe you both like to eat or something. Maybe something you cooked or maybe something they cooked. I don't know. But the connection is so daggone strong. Yeah. But they just don't understand quite fully yet. Once you guys get together, they'll get it. Okay. Yeah. That's what's hidden. That's what you don't see is getting ready to happen, collective. For some of you, there's a lot of you I'm picking up. This person is going to be back within a week. This is what I'm thinking. Your money's going to be fantastic. You guys are going to be able to do whatever it is. Even if you don't have this person, collective, you're going to be doing a lot of traveling, a lot of things you wanted to do for the holidays or whatever. You're going to be able to do it. This person has a different perspective on things now. They're not looking at this relationship the way they were. Yeah. What's on the bottom? Summertime. Act like it's summertime, even though it's winter. I mean, this is going to uplift you so much, you're going to feel like it's spring. Okay? Even when it's winter. All right? Yeah. They think about you a lot romantically. Yeah, yeah. Keep believing in this. If this is something that you've hoped and prayed for, but you still went on with your life and you just kind of, if they do, great. If they don't, yeah, I think it's just time now for you to start really believing in that if that's what you want. Okay? This person's got a whole new attitude on this, baby. They are not looking at things the way they used to. And I'm going to end it right here. They're thinking of you. All right. Sookie, sookie, sookie. Well, collective, very good reading. A lot of you have a lot to look forward to. A lot of happiness, a lot of travel, a lot of. Okay? You deserve it. You've done a lot of work. And that's why you're going to get a lot of. Okay? So until next time, you guys all stay safe and love and light. Beautiful reading. Bye-bye.